This time on Roadkill, we take a 50-year-old car to the top of Pikes Peak, which is over there somewhere.
We just don't quite make it all the way back down.
Not really. If you remember, we were here at Andy Moss's collection of junk back in episode 55 when we built the Brohammer Cadillac.
Yeah! Remember that car? Cadillac, cut the roof off of it, stuffed a 12-valve Cummins under the hood of that, and then jumped it.
I saw this 1967 Chevy Biscayne at that time, and it stuck in my brain. I've always wanted to go to the 14,000-foot peak of Pikes Peak, which is where they do that annual hill climb event that's been going on forever. So I had to acquire a car, which is right there. This thing's been sitting long enough that it's a good junkyard rescue. Let's pick that thing up, make it run, and see if we can get a 1967 50-year-old Chevrolet to the top of Pikes Peak. What is that stuff?
It's strong. Like,
wow, that's hardcore. Problem is, this place is like loaded with wasps, and they apparently like make nests and door jams. And
you picked the car that they're all going into.
I know it. So you have absolutely no understanding of this car, right?
Oh, no. Like every roadkill, I go into it with negative info. I don't even bother Wikipediaing what we're driving.
67 Chevy Biscayne, which is the same as an Impala, but it's the lowest possible trim line, and it's the sedan version. It's just a cool body style. They made 427 4-speeds in 68 and in 66, but not in 67. The thing is, though, this GM platform...
You love.
I love. It is just the ultimate highway cruiser. And it handles terribly and has really bad manual drum brakes, so it's perfect for what we're gonna do.
You've proven with the Crusher Impala that they are a lot of fun.
Except for this is a 283 with a power glide.
Still, awesome car.
Wow.
The jungle was trying to reclaim this. Look at that.
Pretty bad.
The mice did not get to this part of the wire, so that means we can put an Optima in here and at least try to crank it.
Yeah. We need oil. What we're doing here is just going over the basic fluid check. Theoretically, it fires right up and runs and drives. I brought the fire.
All right.
Ooh, the interior's nice. Wow, it's hot in here. Is this in park-ish? Oh, wow. Okay, that was way too easy.
That's a good sign. I'll put some water in the radiator.
Yeah, this is far too easy. This is gonna bite us later.
It's fired up. It's made minimal noise. I'll fix it.
No.
It's gotta be flammable, right?
It's not picking up, or the accelerator pump isn't working. Well, there's nothing wrong with the old fuel filter. You can breathe right through that thing. But I'm gonna put our new one on anyway. So that narrows down either the fuel pump's bad, or we've got a hole in a fuel line somewhere, or we don't have enough gas in the tank. I don't know. Now we've been cranking it and cranking it and cranking it and running it on starting fluid and pouring gas down the throat, and it's still not picking up fuel. But you'll see I came prepared. Before I came here, Andy kind of told me what the situation was with the car, and I ended up buying a bunch of replacement parts. New fuel pump going in. All right, ready to start it again?
Yeah.
Cross your fingers.
There we go. Fuel.
Yes!
It's alive and it's not noisy at all.
What a relief. Okay, giant car, no power steering, no brakes at all. Gotta drive the thing through a little narrow alleyway to get inside.
I'll be out here directing. Air traffic control. Oh boy. You're good.
Is that clear?
Good. Plenty of room, keep going. All right, straight. This way. You're good.
Well, we got it inside. Okay, I got it. This is our old list from when we did the Bro Hammer.
Man, that's cool.
And it's still here. This one is going to be the Biz Bomb. So, brakes.
Plug wires.
Plug wires.
Tires.
Yep. We need to like vacuum it out, right?
This, oh dude, that's all turds.
Okay, that's not bad.
No, not at all.
Where do you want to begin? Food?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm down with food.
I like dinner.
Do you want to just call it for the day and vacation and come back tomorrow?
No.
Well, it's Tuesday break day. I think we're gonna pull all the drums off this thing and just see what we've got to deal with. And then what? Spark plug wires, vacuum it out, hit the road.
It's day 2. Things are going good. Car is already up on jack stands. We're gonna take the wheels off. We're gonna look at the brakes. We're probably gonna find lots wrong. Ignore most of it. Just bleed them and hit the road because we're thirsting for adventure.
Wow, this wheel bearing's bone dry.
Well, then it's a good thing we're doing all this preventative maintenance.
When I opened this, I wanted to check to see if the wheel bearing was leaking, and it was completely dry down here. But then I peeled back this rubber end and puke, it started leaking fluid out. The piston in there is leaking brake fluid, so I'll have to fix it.
This one won't come off, so it's probably okay. So I can't seem to get my drum off the passenger side of the car. This one, that slot doesn't exist, so you can't put the screwdriver in there. This feels very roadkill.
Okay, got my wheel cylinder out and my brake hose. This is a Because roadkill. The brass washer, which is the thing that seals this to the cylinder, came in the box, maimed. Completely broken all the way through. I'm gonna attempt to get it out of the old one, which could be a trick. Oh, nice. There we go. Boom. 50-year-old washer saves the day.
Yay. I never work on drum brakes. In fact, these really weren't my high school parking lot. Drum brakes shouldn't even be in my vocabulary. So if I don't take a picture, I'm gonna forget where everything goes. Got the drum off, got the wheel cylinder out. Problem is, when I did all of that, I broke the brake line that goes from the wheel cylinder to the frame. It was gonna break, probably going up Pikes Peak, so it's better that I broke it here.
Yeah.
So that's no good. We're gonna take that wheel cylinder out, maybe put some fluid in the rear end, be on our way after we fix that brake line I broke earlier.
Boom. That's great. Mine's good, but I guess I might as well replace it.
There are ladybugs everywhere. Look at all the luck crawling up right now.
Man, that's classy.
Yeah, notice how I went under the linkage. We've never done this.
We've done fuel line over the roof. I don't recall brake line over the engine before. We broke that brake line on the other side of the car, and so Finnegan went and got a really, really long line. And instead of trying to bend it around the front cross member and everything, we're just going right up and over the engine. And all new wheel cylinders. We didn't do the master, but it pumps up, so I think we're good. Ready to bleed?
Yes.
These cars are great. They're so comfy.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, holding.
Oh yeah, I heard air come right out of it.
Yep, I felt air come right out of it.
Hey, that's a new tire.
We got new tires. Brakes are bled. We finally get to put tires on and put this thing on the ground. You know what's super cool is that Andy was able to mount and balance these things right here in his own shop. I got Cooper Cobra GTs, which Tire Rack now sells, and two 4560s in the front, two 7560s in the rear. Let's find out if I screwed it up or if they fit.
Other nice thing about coming to this place was we had a bent wheel on the car. He swapped it out for us. So
Oh,
now
yeah.
we have 4 round ones.
That feels like a victory.
Oh, this thing's gonna ride good. Look at that. This is the kind of action you want. That's what you want right there.
Brakes done, plug wires done, tires done. All we have is interior detailing. We're good to go. Ooh, brakes that break.
You're doing great.
I'm really not gonna hit it.
It's a large car. It's hard to tell, I know. No bees, no hornets. I don't smell anything unusual.
No, so far so good. First time on the road for 5 years or so. Not bad.
That's a nice steering wheel.
It's pretty good.
Low gear. High gear.
Perfect. We're set.
We could go anywhere we want right now.
See the USA in your Chevrolet.
We have 2 speeds, 4 tires. I assure you, Freiberger, those brakes work.
They'll be fine.
Yeah, they're not going to leak.
Is it proven?
Oh yeah. Does it stop?
Oh, that's a good point. Ready?
Yeah, hit it. Look at us. Look at what we made.
It died. We're out of gas.
Oh, let's get gas.
Yeah, we're gonna. It drives great. It handles terrible. So let's go at Pikes Peak.
Yeah.
I'm legitimately concerned that I'm gonna have altitude sickness.
I'm excited to find out what that feels like.
Okay, now it's getting hot. Naturally. Now it's 200.
I'm okay with 200.
Well, we made it like 3 miles down the road, filled it up with gas, and now's the time for that famous expression, you think you hate it now, but wait till you drive it.
I get to drive?
You're up. We're going to racetrack. I figured you'd want to.
Are you giving it to me now because it's overheating?
Yeah. Ooh, we're off.
Decent turn in. Okay, I like it. I like it.
It handles like a bowling ball on a waterbed.
Wants to push a little bit here. She could stand to be lighter and stiffer and, you know.
Better.
Yeah, better. Things we can't really take care of right now, but
Less Biscayne.
a lot less Biscayne.
Now it's 200. I think it's probably low on water.
Imagine that, we're overheating.
The thing is, this thing runs cool just sitting there for half an hour, but as soon as you go 55 miles an hour, it runs at 200, then 210, then 220. So it's just an airflow issue. This fan clutch is garbage.
Which we ordered for tomorrow, so
I think that helps.
it's already better.
We could get rid of the air conditioning condenser.
Yeah.
Win.
I think it's better.
Done. It's gotta be.
I don't think it's fixed,
Can't be worse.
but I think it's better. It's certainly lighter. Practically a race car now. Is that it? Is that really? That's all?
Go, go, go.
Come on. I have to merge with traffic, car. Come on. Ah, we live. I recognize this place.
Oh yeah, right. The road should be right there.
Do you have any idea what the name of this place is?
It's an out of business road race track. That's all I know. And it's cool with bridge.
Oh, hey, look at this.
There, you're on it.
This is the track, dude. We are on the racing surface.
Yep. Boom! Check this out. The overheating is not fixed, but this is how much we care because we found this.
What an awesome day.
This is an abandoned road race track in the middle of nowhere, Colorado.
Without a no trespassing sign. I mean, it's implied they just dumped dirt along the middle of the start finish area.
But there's no sign anywhere.
There was no sign saying, do not drive your overheating car here.
The sign to me said, drive through here where there's no dirt.
Right.
Yeah. So we're gonna make a lap. It's gonna be good. I forgot you don't care about this car at all. I should have had that in my mind. think this is a right.
Yep.
Yep.
That's free.
It had oil pressure around the corner. That makes me happy.
All right, there's a left-hand turn somewhere over
Somewhere
here.
in here.
Right here.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing great.
Still alive. Whoa, you're off the track.
Are you sure?
There.
It's really hard to tell.
Oh, wait, big right. You're over there. Oh, you actually slid it around.
Yeah.
I guess the plants are a little bit loose.
Oh, hello.
Down here.
Oh, yeah, down here.
I feel you can handle the straightaway.
I can see now.
That was a bad one.
That was a really big one.
And stop.
We made it.
Ah.
Yes, we live. Oh, wow, you should look at the radiator now.
Oh, that is not better.
It looks like Christmas in there.
That's ungood. We can fix that. This is awesome. This is not helping the overheating situation.
No,
Look at this. This is what we get for beating on our brand new car. It won't run now. Maybe it's because, what is all this stuff?
No, that's the AC stuff.
Is it?
That was already off.
Okay. Our problem now is we had a bunch of fun, but we've been punished because now the car won't run.
What's the fuel filter look like?
So pretty much I think we're gonna be stuck here again until tomorrow because the fuel filter is dead empty.
Wow, we ran out of gas.
Yeah. This time you'll have to walk for gas. There's one thing that you should learn from Roadkill, I think. It's that if you pick up an old car, the Achilles heel is the cooling system.
Always.
Every single time. But remember when we solved it in the Dragwar episode with a car wash?
Yes.
We're gonna do it again.
Yes, right now.
The thing we're worried about is that there was a bunch of dirt and obviously leaves packed into the fins of the radiator, and we think it was getting no airflow. Either that or it's completely plugged inside, one or the other.
This is what I was born to do.
As soon as he's done, he's gonna squirt me, so I'm walking over here.
Now I'm just detailing. Can't turn it off. You know what that means. You know what I gotta do, right? I wouldn't. That's just me. I wouldn't do that. Do we just drive straight to Pikes Peak and halfway up the mountain when we're delirious, that's when we change the fan clutch?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm delirious now.
All right. I'm in.
It'll only get worse at 14,000 feet.
$140 degrees.
Staying super cold so far.
Yeah. Almost as if we know what we were doing.
Oh yeah. Master level.
Problem solving. Not just parts changing.
All right, here comes the true scientific test
That's right.
of cooling.
With Mike behind the wheel, does it overheat on the freeway?
That was troubleshooting, right?
Yeah, look at us. The engine's surging a little bit.
That vacuum leak might be affecting it. That part throttle, leaning it out, which will be good for Pikes Peak. There's less air at the top, so it gets richer and richer as you go. So if there's a vacuum leak, that's more air in the motor.
Right.
It's perfectly tuned for altitude. Car wash time again.
Yeah, it's running poorly.
Yeah, you're right. And in addition to still overheating, although we made it better, it overheats more slowly.
Yes.
It runs like doo-doo. It's got a big vacuum leak, which is why it keeps dying at every signal, and that's also telling us that it's dead lean, which would make an engine hot and surge.
Yes, we're going to try to fix our vacuum leak because I think that is going to be the key to our success.
Trying to cool off the parts we're going to be touching. So look, if I spin the fan up like this and then stop, It just keeps spinning. That's bad. So the fan clutch is a device that's on there that's supposed to have a thermostatic control on it, or sometimes they're centrifugal, and it's got a fluid coupling in it and a little clutch, so that when you're driving on the highway and it's running cool because the air coming through it, it's supposed to disengage the clutch. But I think it's disengaged always right now. It's an easy fix, and we already bought the clutch. You know, we could have fixed all these problems all at the same time, but then we wouldn't be on the road having fun. We'd still be back at that junkyard. Got it. There we go. See, there's the little temperature coil. It's all clogged up with junk. You have to be careful with fan clutches. You can buy them that spin the wrong direction. We're having to rob bolts off the car because our old fan clutch had studs in it to hold the fan on, and the new one has just bolt holes. So I'm thieving 5/16 course bolts off the car in order to hold the fan on.
This is going to solve a number of problems.
So the deal with this vacuum leak is when the engine's running, there's a vacuum in the intake manifold, negative pressure. And if you've got an open hole in the intake manifold so that that's leaking, the engine just doesn't like to run right. It especially stalls at idle. And I just found a real big vacuum leak in this line right here. What I'm gonna do is make a plug out of this hose by cutting off the bad end, putting a spark plug in this end, and then hose clamping it back on. Look at that. This is an official GM hose. So rumor has it, this car has 59,000 original miles on it, and it's so trashed because it sat out in the field forever. And there's some indicators that could be true. GM hose, original windshield wipers, and now you just put a spark plug in there, and that becomes an awesome vacuum plug. We're gonna be good.
Let's go. We got a mountain to climb.
I think we just turned a corner.
Oh, dude.
Smooth sailing.
We're going right up a mountain now.
Yeah. Nice work. That was the tweak.
Nice work.
Less than 160 degrees right now, but this is not the true challenge. Gotta get on the highway. It's not fixed, the hood's coming off.
Yeah. Brakes work.
Well, it still overheats bad. Like 235 degrees on the highway, which probably means the radiator's plugged. Which means, old school Roadkill fans, we're about to go to the classic. Yep, hood on the roof.
This is gonna work.
But wait, I was prepared for this. Check this out. This is gonna be high fashion. I don't want to dent the roof with the hood, so we got pads. Did you want to go floral or striped?
It's appropriate that you've got stuff that would come from grandma's furniture to protect grandma's car.
So grandma's more floral, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Proven to work, I think. If it doesn't, I'm calling it a bad gauge. Hood's not moving, straps aren't fluttering. Home free. Again.
We're holding steady at 180. Maybe the gauge is off by like 20 degrees.
Yep. Finally, this is it. We're going to the top of Pikes Peak, 14,100 plus elevation. So here's what makes this relevant. This is the scene of the Pikes Peak hill climb that's been going on since 1916. Guys raced this windy road all the way to the top. And when I was the editor of Hot Rod Magazine, I used to pore over the old images in our archives of guys running up there in like giant 50s sedans and sprint cars and muscle cars. And, you know, full-size stuff, like there was one guy with an Olds Toronado, so big things like this car. And there was one image that always stuck in my mind of this early Plymouth B-body just teetering over the edge. And that's where the peril comes in. And so we've got cliffs, we've got turns, we've got junky old car, and then of course there's altitude sickness.
We're gonna make it.
That's where we're going. Look at that. Up to the top.
There's still snow patches up there, and it's
Little bit.
June. Or we now have our cans of oxygen. I want to try this just to see if it does anything. What if it's a scam?
It could be.
Let's find out.
How's it feel?
Like air, I guess. When the race began, this was all dirt, correct?
My guy made this highway wide. It used to be like a carriage road,
Okay.
and he made it into a double wide dirt road. And to promote that, he started the race.
We're doing what no men in a 67 Biscayne have ever done before,
It's the first time it's been done in a 50-year-old 67 Biscayne.
with no hood.
No hood.
This is steep. Are we overheating? Nope, we're good. All right, we're good. Oh, I was worried they weren't going to let us in, you know.
Hi.
Hi. Did you make it all right?
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I love this car.
We do too.
You got that secure?
Yes, ma'am.
It is very.
Okay. Now, actually, shuttles are running today out of mile 16.
Oh, you can't drive all the way to the top?
No.
There's parking issues up there.
Okay.
Thanks.
Here we go.
And we're off.
Oh, I feel my ears.
Already?
I laugh in the place of altitude.
So I'll drive to the end of the tree line and you can take it from the tree line up.
I don't know what that means.
Well, at some altitude, trees don't grow anymore. And so that's where the tree line is. Oh, wow, this is pretty great.
We're almost even with the clouds. Look at that.
They call this the climb to the clouds.
Oh, really?
This is America's mountain, and the race is the climb to the clouds.
Oh. Hey, look, a
Oh,
lake.
look, lake.
That's cool looking.
Yeah. Roadkill fan.
Roadkill fan. How did he know?
That was cool. We lived to 11,440 feet.
And look, there's the tree line right there.
Honestly, the whole thing's just awesome. This is pretty cool.
You want to drive or ride?
You should drive.
All right.
Yeah. Car's nice and cool.
Here we go.
I have a feeling going back down might be more sketchy than going up.
Yeah, I'm also getting some good blow by up here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be well oiled by the time we're done here.
Look off to your left.
We're up here.
Now imagine going 90 miles an hour around this corner.
Not in this turd.
Wow, this is why they call it Race to the Clouds. Look at that.
This is amazing. Feels like we're just gonna drive straight up
Yep.
to the moon.
Man, I just can't imagine it in dirt.
Or its speed. Like, look at this turn
Yeah.
right there. How many guys have just run right into this wall?
Better that than over that edge. Wow.
How bad is it down there if they go
Oh, it's
off?
death.
Why am I laughing?
It is certain death.
Oh, this is incredible. Look at that. There's the sky.
Yep, that's it.
There's the top right there.
Oh yeah. 12,780 feet. This is where they stop us. Ah. Unbelievable.
What if we just go ask nicely?
Here's the sitch. We're at Devil's Playground, 12,780 feet, and we got the big downer. They were like, stop here. Today is June 7th. On June 1st, they stopped allowing cars to go all the way to the top, and they're shuttling people from here. But we're special.
Apparently, because they're gonna let us drive this hunk of crap all the way to the top.
it? We totally just sweet talked the guy, and they're gonna let us drive all the way to the summit, which is great, because Mike and I were literally like, oh.
I want the full experience.
I do
man.
too.
I want blood out of the
We
nose.
need to do it before they change their minds.
Yes.
No, I'm totally stoked now.
Thank you. Here we go.
Oh, this is great. This is a downhill, slightly off-camber left with a death cliff.
And no guardrail.
How do they do it?
Yeah, because this is the fast part of the track,
Right.
right? Like it's
Lots of straight to go really fast.
13,000
13,000 feet.
I feel fine.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe I'm delirious. There it is. There's people standing there.
Yep,
Finish line, look.
that's it. This is the peak.
We made it!
Conquered Pikes Peak in a
junk
junkyard
car.
50-year-old car. This is awesome. Did it! And now it died. Made it! 14,115 feet.
I feel like such a man now.
This thing is like an allegory for roadkill. You know why?
I don't know what that means.
It's all downhill from here.
Oh, all right.
That's it.
Then yes, it's what you said.
Yeah.
It is. Do you feel dizzy at all?
No,
Neither do I.
I know. What's wrong with us?
Oh, look. Beaver, groundhog, what
a
is
marmot.
it? What's a marmot?
That.
Giant.
That's a marmot.
What does it do?
Walks around.
All right.
This is rad.
This is one of the coolest places we've ever been.
I know, and I don't even feel like I'm at 14,000 feet.
Nah, I feel great. We need to double that.
We have to go 28,000. We need to do a roadkill plane.
Yeah. Plane kill. That's what we need to do next.
The panorama shot is pretty incredible. You know, this ends up being a pretty mellow roadkill overall. That Biscayne fired right up at the junkyard, a whole lot easier than I expected. It had that overheating problem and stuff, but really no big deal. It ended up being the vacation that I was hoping for because we made it all the way here to the top of Pikes Peak. And it's not like we raced the Pikes Peak hill climb, but man, this is victory nonetheless. This is awesome. This is why you need to get out and see America. And do it in old clapped out garbage. This has been pretty rad. Snow, climbing hills, drum brakes,
Varmints.
lightning, varmints.
I've been on the brakes for almost a mile now.
Yeah, everything could go wrong. Well, you knew roadkill could not end with victory.
Oh, it never does.
There was such glory up at the top of the hill, and it turns out getting down is the hard part when you've got 50-year-old drum brakes.
We had a lot of wins though. I mean, when you really think about it, like we got this thing out of the junkyard. We made the magic mountain of brake lines over the motor.
Yeah.
Which is still working.
It does. And we raced on an abandoned racetrack. But now, on the way down, the problem is with the Power Glide transmission, there is no compression braking. So you got to drag the brakes the whole time, and it's like boiling the fluid and killing the pads, and we were probably done.
14,115 feet. That was our peak. We should have just quit while we were ahead.
I told you, it's all downhill from here.
Nobody said we had to get back down. You just said, let's go to the top.
All I said.
I feel good.
Man, that was good old-fashioned roadkill right there. We pulled a 50-year-old car out of the junkyard and road tripped it with minor difficulty all the way to the top of Pikes Peak. Right up to the point where we tried to come down from Pikes Peak, those ancient four-wheel drum brakes just smoked. And we ended up having the thing flatbedded off the mountain. And you know where it went? Right back to Andy's junkyard in Erie, Colorado, where, I might add, he has a whole bunch of other cars that I'd really like to have. And now that we've got some credit, having left him both the Brohammer and the Biscayne, I'm thinking I've got my choice of cars out of that place. And if we go there again and pick another car and make an even bigger and badder road trip out of it, you will guaranteed see that on a future episode of Roadkill. Support companies that support Roadkill. Buy your speed parts at jegs.com. Like you can't shake up the oxygen, you can't feel the oxygen, you can't hear the oxygen.
I believe that's a scam. Maybe if you go through the side of the head through your ear.